Yogi Bear, who's a good boy. So Yogi and I are just out on a walk right now, and I figured it'd be a good time to announce our next adventure together. We're gonna go a little bit bigger this time. We're heading out to the Rocky Mountains here in a couple weeks. I'll have 5 weeks off, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. We're gonna take a road trip out to the Rocky Mountain area. We're gonna start in Colorado, and if we have time, dip down into New Mexico and just do a ton of hiking. So we're definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having Yogi with me on this trip. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. I'll be taking my Honda Pilot out there, and we'll be doing a lot of car camping and just kind of going with the flow, seeing where it takes us. So I love the mountains, I love to hike, and having Yogi there with me is going to be kind of a once-in-a-lifetime trip to have that much time off, and to be able to do it with Yogi is going to be an absolute blast of a trip. So definitely looking forward to that, and I know Yogi will love it. Yogi hasn't done a lot of traveling, but this is going to be his first big test. I know he's done a lot of hiking around Michigan and the Great Lakes, but this will be his first time out west. And yeah, it's just going to be a trip of a lifetime for me, really. I've been to Colorado before, but I've only was there for a couple days. I was up in Fort Collins, and the weather wasn't that great. I didn't really get to see any of the Rocky Mountains and didn't do any hiking. So yeah, this is going to be a blast, and I'm looking forward to it. Figured we'll make our way out to Denver first, just to get our bearings. And I figured we might start out in Leadville, work our way west to Aspen, perhaps go down to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison area, then spend some time down in the San Juans, and like I said, maybe dip down into New Mexico too. But I want to keep it kind of light, keep it spontaneous, so we'll see where we go. Probably going to leave that third week of June, and yeah, going to be an amazing trip.
The plan is to spend the first 2 days making a strong push west. Yogi and I will leave Michigan and make our way across the Midwest, driving through Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, and Nebraska, before finally reaching Denver and the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains. From Denver, I plan on making a large loop through the Rockies, eventually making my way south into the San Juan Mountains. After that, I'd like to visit places such as Great Sand Dunes National Park and Garden of the Gods. And if time allows, I thought it would be fun to dip down into northern New Mexico to explore places like Taos and Santa Fe, and maybe even do some hiking there, including Wheeler Peak, the highest mountain in the state. Of course, road trips have a way of changing, so we'll just have to see where we end up.
So for our road trip, Yogi and I will be doing a lot of car camping, so I figured we'll be sleeping in the Honda Pilot a lot during this trip. I have some options to lay out something for myself here, and then Yogi can have more than half of the vehicle himself to sleep at night. And I'll do an update on how it looks before we leave. But this is what we're working with. The Honda Pilot. It currently has 165,000 miles on it. It's in good condition and ready to go. It's just a little older. It's a 2013, but she's reliable, and this is going to be our home for our western road trip, right, Yogi?
Who's a good boy? Oh, you're a good boy, Yogi.
Just got this ramp for Yogi so he can get in and out of the vehicle. He doesn't have an issue right now, but he's a big guy and we'll be in the car a lot, so want to make sure he can be comfortable in every way. But yeah, this is what we'll be working with.
This is Yogi's bed, and I will also be bringing this so he can sleep in the back of the Honda Pilot. So here's some of the items that Yogi will be bringing on this trip. As I said before, we'll be bringing his large bed to sleep in and to be comfortable. We'll also be bringing some of his bowls, some extra bowls. One thing I do want to get while on this road trip is to buy a retractable bowl to help pack it into my hiking backpack. I also want to get some more dog food for this trip. I want to make sure I have a large bag when I head out into the mountains so we don't need any more and we're set to go on that end. As you can see, I have his leash and collar. Yogi's just kind of a leash dog right now, and I think I want to buy a harness for him. I think that'll be good for on the trails and just to kind of let him be a little more free and not have to be hiking with the leash around his collar. And yeah, I got his supplies over here, some shampoo, his medicines. I have his bones, his Kong, and peanut butter, of course. Yogi's favorite food in the world is peanut butter. I got his ball, some of his toys, like his bear, his cow, and his capybara. So Yogi's almost ready to go. Like I said, me and him, we're both packing our stuff right now. And now that we have a little under 2 weeks, we're just kind of seeing what we need. But we're getting there, right, Yogi? You ready to go on a road trip?
Who's a good boy? Good boy, Yogi. Good boy.
So for my sleeping arrangement, I'm thinking about bringing these couch cushions. As you can see, this one's kind of tore up. I don't know if Yogi has jumped on it or what, but the couch is in good shape, but I'm thinking about replacing these cushions. So I think these would be a good thing to use for sleeping in the back of my Honda for this trip. They're pretty comfy. However, I do want to replace them. So this is kind of a budget trip, and I thought to save some money, I could just use these. So we'll see how it goes. I still might buy a $60 or $70 mattress pad for the back of my Honda, but otherwise I think this would work well. And as I said, I need to replace it anyways. So this is what I'm thinking for myself on what I'm going to sleep on. Just kind of lay long way like that with a pillow, and I also will have my sleeping bag. So this is what I'm thinking. As I prepare for this trip, here are some of the items I plan on bringing. I plan on playing a lot of guitar, so I'm going to bring my guitar. It'll be great to play while I have downtime and after hikes and stuff with Yogi. I also am going to bring my pillows to go along with my sleeping bag here. So that's what I'll be sleeping with. And as I said earlier, I'll be using these couch cushions for my sleeping arrangement. I got some hats, some fleeces, I got some towels, a microfiber towel, some raincoats, my Frog Tog raincoat. I got my big duffel bag down here. I got my laptop bag for my MacBook and all my electronics. I have my camera. I have this water bottle here, and it filters water anywhere, so that'll be good to have. I plan on having a lot of water. I'm gonna buy probably a 5 to 7 gallon reservoir jug. It'll be essential on this trip to have lots of water for Yogi and myself. Plan on bringing my power bank, my solar powered charger. I have my sunglasses, of course. I have my trekking poles. I also am bringing these large plastic bags that'll be good for dirty laundry until I can bridge the gap, until I can find a way to do laundry on this trip. As I said, I'll be figuring out as I go a little bit. I'll have my hiking bag. I'll have these footwear, my hiking shoes here. my North Face hiking shoes. I'm gonna bring my casual shoes and a pair of sandals as well. And for my food, I'll be having a lot of supermarket, grocery store food and storing it in this cooler here. This was my grandfather's cooler back in the day, and my parents are letting me borrow it, so this will be nice on the trip. I have another cooler if I want to have a smaller cooler to bring on hikes, and then a bag for snacks. So yeah, I got to do a grocery run before this trip for food and essentials still, but this is primarily what I'm working with for my items on this trip. My clothes will be stored in this duffel bag on the trip, and it's pretty standard. Just some shorts, pants, hiking equipment, hiking clothes, just kind of dressing in layers when I need it. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick preparation video for our upcoming trip. Yogi and I are super excited, especially with over 4 weeks off coming up. We still have a few things left to do before we leave, a couple things to buy, and we'll probably finalize the route as we get closer. But I'd say we're about 85 to 90% ready to go. Now it's just a matter of making a few final preparations, loading up the Honda, and hitting the road. I can't wait to share this adventure.